It's the edge again. Now the battery moved back a little bit further. So the slot now has been cut all the way back to where the battery would pretty much sit on top of the aileron servos. So at that point I'll more or less be out of battery adjustment if I need to go that far, so hopefully I won't. After that, if I need to still move the CG back, it would have to be longer ESC wires and move that stuff back. So hopefully I won't have to do that though. I think this will be enough adjustment here. I'm also trying the APC 3D prop 10 by 4.6. Yeah, Marcus on YouTube decided to, or suggested I try one, and I told him, well, I just happen to have one, so we'll try it. I did try to run it up last night on a storage charged battery, and it peaked at 27 amps. So I'm going to assume this is going to be a little rough on the ESC, maybe being a 20 amp ESC, but I don't do a lot of full throttle flying with this plane, I suppose. So that's weird. Huh. Well, that prop certainly has more oomph though, that's for sure. What the heck is going on? I don't know if it's got some kind of current limiting feature to it, or because it seems like it doesn't spin up now. It wants to take forever. Well, I'm at half throttle and the thing is barely moving. It's got to be something else. Well, let's at least check the CG. What do we got? Still nose heavy though. Oh yeah, that's weird. I'm at like half throttle and the thing is barely moving, so it's like the throttle range has been reset or something, which is strange. Why would it do that? Wow, this is extremely difficult. I have nothing and then I got everything kind of thing. It's just full throttle or no throttle. So let's try this. Let's try to reset this throttle's range again. Throttle cut. Anyway, there we go. Try this again. There. Now do you have something in between? Oh, that's so much better. I don't know how that got reset. I mean, it worked fine yesterday, but today it was just way out of whack. Alright, what do we got for CG? Yeah, oh yeah, it's still definitely nose heavy, so we'll take our foam spacer out from behind the battery and put that in front of the battery. And now the battery will be up against the servo, pretty much. Which, as far as the servos go, it's not a really big deal, I guess, but I'm concerned about the servo wires coming out of there. So yeah, now it's sitting way back there. You can see that? Let's try it. There we go. But yeah, as you can see now, the battery is pretty much on the servos. So that's about all the room I have to adjust with. The other thought I had was, could also be part of the slop in the elevator because of that big hole in the horn. That could have something to do with it as well. So all right, now what do we have? Yeah, it's still X nose. It can't be nose heavy still. I think I'm gonna have to put a clevis on that elevator, see if that slop in the elevator linkage is what's causing this. Cause yeah, look at that thing, man, it dives hard still. Perfect, flat, go inverted, and it dives. So yeah, I think I'm going to put a clevis on that elevator linkage to see if that helps with that. Oh. That came a little bit further around than I was expecting. I don't know if that's a new prop doing that. That might be. But APC just has more oomph than I was expecting. What's the ESC doing? It's warm, but not hot, so. But yeah, it can't be the CG that's constantly, because I mean it doesn't seem to make a difference. I move the CG back and it seems to be exactly the same. So I'm thinking that might be some linkage slop allowing the elevator to move. So we'll have to put a clevis on that linkage, tighten that up some, and see what we can figure. Yeah, see, this is the amount of elevator you need. You need to be able to just whip that around. You can't wait for a plane to fly and that's a tiny tight circle around, because if you're doing that down low, you're just going to run out of real estate or air. Anyway, time has expired, so I should probably land it. Although it's been coming down with 3.8 volts, so even a little tiny amount over per cell. So anyway, yeah, it's not a bad prop. I kind of like it, but it does seem to have a kind of an abrupt start to it. Unlike the HY props, they kind of come on a bit more smoothly. This one just comes on all at once, it seems. Of course, it did that with my throttle range being completely messed up, but even without it, it's like trying to hover here, that you touch the throttle just a little bit and it just kind of shoots up. So I have to fine-tune my throttle finger there, or that's an option. Put a little throttle curve on it to smooth that out in the first probably half or so of throttle range. Anyhow, but yeah, where am I at now as far as CG goes? Well, see, that's me holding the plane. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, I'm holding the plane there right at 250, and I don't know if you can see or not, but it's certainly drooping its tail. So now we're holding at 260. I would say the CG is probably maybe 255 now, and it still wants to go further back, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be doing that, if at all. because there's really no room to put the battery back a little bit further. I mean, I can go a lot further, but then it's going to be way tail heavy, so I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm going to tighten up this elevator stop. First of all, trying to hold the camera here and show that at the same time, but yeah, this is so much slop as there is due to the very large hole in that horn in there, which is much too big for the little rod that goes through it. So take that off, put a clevis on it like I did there, and that'll tighten up greatly. So we'll try that for next time. Yeah, this is going to take forever to get set up properly, because one flight a day. I'm gonna have to start flying at home, I think, just to try it there, but oh well, no hurry, I'll get it eventually. But yeah, I'm surprised with that. Didn't seem to really affect its flying or CG much at all, or at all for that matter. I mean, I moved the battery back probably almost half an inch, maybe 20 millimeters for you millimeter people, and the plane flew exactly the same, it seems. So I'm thinking there's something else maybe going on. I'm thinking that slop in the elevator might be partially to blame for that. So we'll tighten it up for next time and try it again. And if we need to move the motor, or I mean the battery even further, and I guess I have to figure something out. I guess I can cut this slot higher up, because then the battery is sitting further away from the center line of the plane, which is not ideal, but do what you gotta do, I guess. Because I don't fly with the Hyperion batteries, but they're so heavy, I don't really want to do that. Of course, I could, like I said before, move the ESC back, but that requires lengthening those wires, which is certainly doable, but yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.